My name's Mitch, and this is a little story about my aunt. Grew up in Los Angeles, and in the late '60s, and we had a lot of stuff going on, criminal stuff. Charlie Manson and his family, things like that. So here we are in 1970. My aunt is a professional musician. She's a harpsichordist. She teaches music theory and piano at UCLA. She's really into the classical world. She's not that familiar with popular music at the time. She's just focused on classical music, and a lot of classical musicians are, and they don't pay much attention. Some, of course, do because they're session musicians. They can play anything. So she had a harpsichord she wanted to sell. She put an ad in the 47 circular and got a phone call from a fella who said, "I'm interested in that harpsichord you're selling." And she had given the price, and it's expensive. All these harpsichords are like custom. They're all custom made. And she said, "Sir, she lived in the Hollywood Hills." So which happens to be where the Manson family did some of their worst work, in the Benedict Canyon and the Hollywood Hills as well. So, and she was living by herself and, single lady and kind of concerned about her safety at that time, as a lot of people were. But she took his offer and gave him her address and all that. And so at the appointed time and day, her doorbell rings. She goes to the door, and there's this long-haired freak standing there with another guy, and she's really scared. She has, she's thinking one of Charlie's cousins, maybe, you didn't know. And no, I'm really, I'm interested in that instrument. So she very reluctantly lets him into her house. He goes over to the harpsichord, and he starts to play a little bit, and she realizes he can play. Yeah. And says, "I want to buy this. I'll take it right now." And she said, "Well, you have the money?" "Oh, yeah." Pulls out a wad of bills, roll of bills, starts peeling off hundreds, pays her off. And the guy he was with, they disassemble, or they take the legs off the instruments so they can get it out the door. And he goes, "Look, I know you don't know who I am." He's got this dialect, I know you don't know who I am, but I've got a show at the amphitheater coming up, and I'd like you to be my guest. And she really wasn't comfortable with any of that. She just wanted him to leave. And very well, you have my name and all that. I'll take care. And as he leave, oh, by the way, it was Leon Russell. And so when her daughter, my cousin, found out that Leon Russell had bought a harpsichord and offered her house seats at his concert, and she didn't want to go and didn't accept. She said, "Mom, how could you do this?" But that's what happens when you live in one part of the musical world and you don't, know about all the rest of it. And but that was just my aunt. She was a sweet woman and a wonderful teacher and highly regarded in her field.